We started implementing learning parties in about 2008, and it was in response to talking to families, having a number of focus groups, asking parents what could we do to help support their readiness for school, recognizing that all parents want the best for their young children, but some of them didn't know the everyday experiences or the techniques or the strategies or the sound bites they should use with their children. So we developed the first set of 4 learning parties in language and literacy, and we piloted it with a group of parents who were very enthusiastic about the opportunity. In this case, it was to come to a school, to be in the media center surrounded by books, and to have a practitioner or a trainer talk to them about how you read to your youngster, how you cuddle them, how you talk about what they see, the pictures and the colors in the pictures.
In regards to Ready at 5, I would recommend it to all parents. They teach you techniques to deal with your children. It helps. It helps with the parents and it helps with the children. So everyone is learning at one time.
We have since developed them in each of the 7 domains of learning. That includes the original language and literacy, math, science, play, social studies, social foundations, and the arts. And we partnered with the University of Maryland School of Medicine to develop a learning party on health and what things parents need to know about securing a safe, healthy environment for their children.
Anybody can have a learning party, but they do have to be trained in learning parties.
They receive the full curriculum binder, which gives them the techniques to use, it gives them the materials they need, and it really gives them the how-to guide.
We have to think about financially, how do we make that happen? What kind of funding do we need to access in order to provide a learning party with fidelity? And we want to do the curriculum the way it is written.
But if a teacher has a favorite book or a favorite strategy or technique that they want to use with parents, or a particular arts and crafts activity that may not be mentioned in the curriculum, we say go and do it.
Then we talk about how you go about the outreach of the learning party. How do you reach those hard to reach families that really need the opportunity to be in schools and helping their student really learn these skills, so that those parents feel like this isn't what's just best for me, this is what's best for my child, this is also what's best for our community.
I think I've grown just from 3 weeks sitting here for an hour. One, hearing the stories of the other parents. It creates a form of relief because you really don't know, there's no guide or handbook to parenting a 4-year-old. So coming here and just being able to hear the testimonies of the other 4-year-old parents is really a good thing.
The structure of the learning parties is that there's 4 parent and child sessions. The parents receive an overview of whatever the domain is that we're covering. So if we're talking about social emotional development, the parents will receive information about the social emotional domain. And the children, during the children's session, the children will be learning about the same thing but in a play session, having access to resources that will help them be more socially emotionally secure. And then the parents will be learning about the background and why social emotional development is important. The parents will learn, and then they'll learn about a game or some type of learning activity that they can do with their child based on their child's age. And then the children come back into the session with the parents, and the parents practice playing the game or whatever the social interaction is with the child. Kids in their session, they were building a house, and on one side of the house they were coming up with rules that they have in school, and then on the other side of the house they were talking about rules that they have at home. So when they come back to you, they're going to have a house with rules on it, and the rules are one rule's going to be for school and one rule's going to be for home.
Ready at 5 have taught me how to play with my kids, do different things with them, teaching them how they're supposed to be in school and when they move ahead, how to play with other children and being able to go to other people's homes and how they're supposed to act when they're not just around me.
There's rules everywhere. So helping your child to understand the rules at home really gives them the structure that they need to be successful to follow the rules at school.
Everybody leaves with a book and some board games or activities that they can do at home to strengthen the activity they just learned.
All the books
links that you've received from Ready at 5 can be right in here, and you take this to go. So you're always supporting your child's education while you have time on your hands.
And they come back again and we talk about it and we discuss some of the things that went well and some of the things that were possibly a problem. And we kind of build that community of learners together with the parents so that there's that comfort level of being able to share what they may have struggled at home with or what their child didn't respond to very well. And then we build on that. Then they come back for the second week, we review what they've done at home with the child, and then we talk about another topic based on the domain that we're doing.
The biggest thing I learned here that carries over to home as far as what we should implement, I think, is the reading. When he comes home, we'll grab a book and we'll read it. And then right before bed, we make sure that we read to him.
The books, oh God, they love the books. I read those books every day. And they're learning, this is what I'm supposed to do. This is how I'm supposed to treat my friend. This is how I'm supposed to act at home. And they're excited about it.
The feedback that I've received from parents pertaining to the learning parties is just a brand new relationship with their kids and thinking about learning in a different way.
The relationship is really better between me and all my kids because I'm learning and I'm using the techniques myself instead of getting upset or getting thrown off guard. I'm learning how to take a deep breath, count, even ignore them till I get myself together and assess the situation and come back.
We always had an excellent relationship. I'm just a little bit more understanding as far as his patience level is concerned and as far as it always being about him. One of the emphasis that was pointed out by the teacher was how 4-year-olds are very egocentric. And since I've come through these classes, I've learned that. So I've kind of relaxed a little bit as far as that department goes. And also I've learned that 4-year-olds are just very impatient people. So my patience has grown.
We get wonderful response for parents in the forms of emails to us, in the form of Facebook, in the form of going up and giving a great big hug to the practitioner to say this has been wonderful.
I've learned so much in the last 4 weeks. At first I thought, it's just not working. Oh God, it's just not working. What are they talking about? But by the second week, things started to come together.
Because parents are not teachers by nature, they don't always know all of the tricks and the trades that you can do within the house to help your child learn. I never really thought about being an educator is going to the grocery store and how frustrating it can be going into the grocery store with a 3 or 4-year-old because they want everything they see. And just how excited our families were when I actually shared strategies of things that they could do. How about let's put your child in charge of making the list with you when you go to the grocery store, and then they're in charge of helping you only pick out the things we have on the list. And so then that gives them something to focus on.
When we went in the store, Ezra immediately got distracted. Before I took the Ready at 5, I didn't know what to do. When we were at the register and they walked away, are you supposed to be there or are you supposed to be with mommy? And they came right back.
If you can participate in the program, I would definitely recommend this program to all parents. What I like about it is that the teacher's enthusiasm or the instructor's enthusiasm is transparent to the rest of the parents. So the instructor that I was fortunate enough to have, she was very, very passionate, about her job and about childhood behavior. And as a result, there was the rest of the parents became passionate about it too, and it made everybody else want to learn and want to become a better parent. So it was just a great overall experience, and any other parent who is fortunate enough to be a part of it, I would definitely recommend it.
Another testimonial is families that didn't have a lot of English how pleased they were that there was a translator there that was able to support the interaction between what the facilitator was offering and how it was translated. For families that are not English speakers, we try to give them books that are in their home language to support the connection between, again, the home and the school. The best kind of feedback we get at the end of the last learning party, parents always say, when's the next one? We want to come back or we want to sign up.
I really hate that it's only 4 weeks. I wish that Ready for 5 could go a little longer and teach me more things. So I'm hoping that in the future, maybe sometime soon, there'll be more learning parties. Yes, because they're beneficial.
Ready at 5 undertook its missions to focus on the children in greatest need. Children will enter school ready to learn.
All of us working together and providing these opportunities for all students to have and all families to have experiences that strengthen their school readiness. I don't think we can go wrong.